So what's going on, everybody? So in today's video, I'm gonna be doing some update speculations for the year 2025. So Rivals has so much content that can be added. I'm gonna go over some things that I think are very likely to be eventually added to Rivals, or just some good update ideas that I think should be taken into consideration. So let's just get right into the video. All right, so just getting the only update we know that is coming out this year out of the way first, that being Ranked. Ranked will probably be releasing sometime in February. Nosny also confirmed Ranked is coming over on his Twitter. I'm sure you guys have already seen that. I didn't really make a video on this because I've already talked about Ranked before, but basically Ranked will be the next update instead of Rivals. Probably like maybe a week or 2 weeks from the time that this video releases, Ranked will be coming out and will probably be the biggest update in Rivals so far. Okay, so now getting into stuff that isn't actually released yet, I think we should talk about trading. So if you go over to your collections, I'm sure many of you are missing a lot of skins from past events. Like maybe you missed stuff from the Halloween event, you missed some of the key skins, like I had missed the RPG key skin. Maybe some of these wraps are just too expensive for you, like the crystallized wrap or the green flame wrap, or maybe you even missed the rarest wrap inside of Rivals, which is being grooved, which was available in the shop when the game first came out. So now that this groove wrap is completely unobtainable, I feel like trading would be a great thing to add so people can actually complete their collections and obtain everything they want. All right, so over in Nosny Games' other game called Treasure Quest, this was one of the games that was announced yesterday that they won't be receiving updates anymore. That's besides the point, but this is a game made by Nosny, so that means basically Treasure Quest does have trading. They have a lot of rules right here, so like just so people aren't like abusing the trading system, because there used to be some problems with that. I think a major problem with trading would be cross trading, just because Rivals is a really big game and it will be kind of hard to keep track of all the cross trading. So I think that might be something that prevents trading to ever get added into Rivals, but if they could somehow find a workaround with that, I think trading could definitely get added and be a really good thing for the game. So basically how trading works in this game, you just, accept the rules every time. You can just send a trade to whoever you want. You can check their inventories to see what they have. But something really cool about Treasure Quest is that if you click on a weapon, it shows you how many of that weapon exists. I think it'd be really cool in Rivals if certain items became tradable. You would actually be able to see how many exist. So you see, this is a limited item and it only has 91 exist in the entire game. They did add this feature kind of late. So the way this worked was basically every time a person joined the lobby after this update came out, it would bump up the exist amount. So 1,251 people, or I guess this Gold Blade copies, have joined the game since that exist feature came out. And that would probably work the same way with Rivals if they ever added this exist feature. Basically, every time someone joins a game, it would up the exist counter, just because if they're not already keeping track of it right now, then it would be impossible to know the exact exist amount. These numbers aren't completely accurate, but they are extremely close to what the amount of exist is. You could probably assume on all these weapons they're just a little bit more than what it actually shows. And then Super Golf is also another game made by Nosny, and if you come over here, click this, as you can see, this game also has trading. It's the same rules that Treasure Quest did, so it just does the countdown every time you join the game. Accept the rules and you can see everybody's inventories. You can check the amount that exists, and yeah, so they already have a trading system. It's just up to the developers if they really want to add this in the Rivals and if they think it's good for the game or not. So the next really cool feature I think they should add would be like some type of tournament setting inside the private servers. And also I'm gonna say something else about the tournament thing, but I gotta get through this part first. So basically what you could do is, instead of having to create your own bracket and fill in everybody's names, because I know people host tournaments and stuff like that, basically what maybe could happen is in the settings here there could be some type of like tournament section, and it would just bring up the whole bracket, and basically everybody who's in the private server, you could just sign them up for a tournament game. And then if you're like the host or like the owner of the VIP server, you could just go to the tournament area, you can start up the match, and it will instantly queue them into a match, and everybody in the private server can spectate the match, and then whoever wins will automatically move on in the bracket until there is a winner. So I think that'd be really cool. And something else to add on to this is, what if there was a game mode for tournaments specifically? So let's say there is a tournament game mode here, and basically you queue up into the match, let's say 16 people max, so it's like 8 matches at the first round. And so you would queue in, and basically when you first join in, just imagine this, okay? So basically you load in and everybody's names will start filling out on the 16 player bracket, and then once the bracket is full, the first round matches will start. So all the matches could go on at the same time, or if that's not really possible, they could just do it one by one, but don't have it first to 5. Have it to where maybe it's first to 3, so the matches will go by faster. and then maybe in the later rounds it would be more and more wins to actually win. So maybe first to 5 instead of first to 3. And then if someone happens to leave the match, the person who was going up against them would just automatically win and move on to the next round. And I think this would be a really good thing for practice and going up against maybe some skilled players. So that's just a thought with the whole tournament idea. Maybe that will get added eventually. All right, so in the next feature I want to talk about that might get added is clans. So a lot of people have like their own personal like Discord clans, but I mean, there's really no way to show that stuff off inside of Rivals. And to be honest, most people probably don't care about your Discord Rivals clan. But what if there was a clan leaderboard? So, you know, it could expand out the leaderboard here to have a little clan spot right there. Maybe down here in the taskbar, instead of the event, it would be like a clan icon there. And what that would do is basically you could see all of your team members inside of a clan, and basically you could do clan battles. All right, so we're now inside of Jailbreak for this example. And basically, if you come over here to this clan section, I don't think it's actually called clans here, but basically you have your clan members and you guys can fight together against other clans. So basically you can enter this matchmaking thing, but not enough people in my clan are actually online right now, so it won't work. Basically, this puts you into a 3v3 against another clan, and basically it has the whole Jailbreak map, and I'm pretty sure you just run around and try to arrest people or rob stuff depending on what side you're on. And you can climb up the ranks with this. In this game, I don't really think there's any special rewards that you get. There's kind of just a leaderboard, which is kind of lame. But I feel like in Rivals, we could possibly get some exclusive prizes and maybe even some keys that help with progression, because I know a lot of people struggle with getting keys for the really expensive weapons. All right, so that was the clan idea. And so now for an idea that I'm sure most of you have already thought about before, but basically this is a pretty simple one. It's going to be battle passes. So in literally like every single popular game, they have seasons, and basically with these seasons, they will release battle passes. I mean, the game that was just in Jailbreak literally has a battle pass as well. Some type of progression system here. So I think it should be pretty free to play, but at the same time also have a premium track that basically you can spend Robux and you can get those extra rewards. So I think this battle pass should contain obviously keys. I think keys would be the main source of thing that you would get out of the battle pass. As you get higher up in the battle pass, it would be the more and more keys you would earn per tier. And then I think at the end, for the free to play side, you could get like a special wrap, and then for the people who paid, you could either get some type of skin or you could get a weapon, and then eventually that weapon, once that current battle pass season ends, it would become available for everybody to buy with just keys. So I think the battle pass feature is a pretty simple thing. It's just if the developers really want to add something like that, because people will complain it's probably pay to win, but at the same time they gotta make some money. So I think the battle pass would be a great feature to have. And it could also time very well with all the updates. So like I say in a lot of my videos, in the changelog, you can obviously see that a lot of their updates end with coming out with the new updates. Like when the Halloween event ended, the weapons event came out. You could literally just scroll through the changelog as much as you want and just see that every time there is an update in Rivals, the previous update ended if it was an event. But yeah, there's a pretty common theme with that inside of this game. They could possibly have these new seasons released every single time there is a big update about to come out. So maybe people won't have to speculate when an update will come out. We already just know. I almost completely forgot about this, but if you guys come over here, Treasure Quest actually has their own battle pass system. So basically it's called the Treasure Pass in this game, and basically you just complete quests that, you know, you just play the game, you know, raid Sacred Sands 30 times. That is a map inside of the game, and you can just basically, it's literally just playing the game and you get progression towards the battle pass. This top stuff up here is what you have to pay, and you get Treasure Pass Gold for 400 Robux, and that gives you an EVO weapon every single time. So this basically, you can level it up and it makes the weapon look cooler and cooler. You also get some progression buffs for the season, like 10% XP. Basically, you just scroll all the way through here, and then at the very end, if you spent the 400 Robux, you can basically have your own, well, it's not really your own, but like at the end of the battle pass here, you get a ultimate is what it's called in this game. And this is basically for all the people who spent the Robux. But then if you're free to play, you get to the end, you get a emblem. What emblems do in this game is basically you can just equip one and they just go above your head, and just like that. So considering what of Nanzi's other games literally has a battle pass, I think it's definitely bound to happen that Rivals will eventually be getting some type of battle pass or some type of season-based updates. But yeah, those were some update ideas that I think are very likely or maybe will release in 2025. We will have to wait and see. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys think of any other update ideas, let me know in the comments. I would love to see your guys' ideas. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.